St Kilda going left. Almost a full house here at Princes Park for the big clash between St Kilda and Carlton. The Saints trying to break a 27-year drought. Harding gets the tap out, but it goes straight to Craig Bradley. The Blues kicking to the right. Bradley pokes it down towards the right forward pocket. Hannah will be first to it. Tucked on the boundary line. Claimed by Burke as he gets his kick, and it's going to be kept in play. St Kilda bring it back towards Newport and Bradley. The kick coming from Tim Pekin. St Kilda kick, and it will be Steve Newport to take it in the back pocket. Carlton have been forced to make a change. Dorotich has not taken his place in the lineup, and Kavanagh has replaced him. Alvin in towards half forward. Dennis floating across, can't take it. Arsiri going through with strength, gets it out. Kavanagh is there, can't get clear. Eventually gets a high kick, floating towards the boundary line. Which way will it bounce? Over, according to Nathan Burke. So a throw in the right forward pocket for Carlton. And Pete McKenna with me today, former Carlton champion. Should be a good game, Pete.
It'll be a great game. There's Coughlin doing the ruck work at the Muller, a former Carlton player himself. Now here's Newport. Oh, was that a throw? No. Coughlin to Harvey. Harvey coming through centre. Harvey, a huge crowd here. Kitsky is the flyer. Silvani waits at the back. A kick around the corner by Silvani towards half forward. Nathan Burke in hard. Now it's Newport and Bradley. Bradley off the ground. Bradley at half forward. A quick hand pass. Danny Craven in after it. On to Russell Morris. Russell Morris playing at centre back. The big job on Kernahan. Former Hawthorn and Victorian player. Of course, Tommy Elvin had some of those locks trimmed during the week. Newport. Low. An ordinary kick by Lowe. Good play by Edgar to run straight at the ball. Umpire calling play on, and now it's a free kick. Oh, the advantage paid. The loose man, McAdam. He can run 45 metres. McAdam, Silvani the tackler. McAdam from half forward has missed. Wow. St Kilda looking pretty determined, and that's the first score of the game and behind, but McAdam, a danger player, Sandy.
Yes, he's a very exciting prospect, Gilbert McAdam. Kernahan brings it back into play. Almost down towards the centre, but flicked back by Harding. Harvey gives it away. Eventually Phillips clears over the centre for Carlton. No mark taken. Steve Kernahan first to recover and almost throws it out to Mark Arsiri. He can't get clear. Nathan Burke, a fine tackle. Bradley under pressure. He loses it. St Kilda have started in ferocious style. Frankie Coughlin just gets his kick away in time. Harvey floats it wider to Low. Bucket playing game number 100. Great looking kick. It's a goal. So Stuart Lowe playing in his 100th game. A fine start. St Kilda 1-1. Carlton yet to score. Centre bounce once again. O'Sullivan through. It's going to be a Carlton free kick. Comes back to Brett Ratton in the centre. Ratton looking for Hannah. Can't find him. Could be a Carlton free kick though. There was definite holding on going on behind play. So the Blues have a chance now to close the gap. Into the square, a big pack of players. Hannah may finish. No, I thought he might take the hand pass. He didn't. Still in the pocket. A chance now for Muller. Be a big day for him. He'll be keen to do well against his old club. Floating it in towards the centre once again. Lowe can't take it. Tap forward. Here's a chance for Aitken. Almost to the 50-metre line, but claimed by Lowe. Comes to ground. Oh, Morris came out strongly. Took his eye off the ball just for a moment. O'Sullivan couldn't take it cleanly. Morris butters up for another kick. Gets it out wide. Past Alvin it goes. close to the wing, may just about take players out, and eventually does. Kane Taylor and Peter Dean.
Sandy, already the tackling of St Kilda is absolutely ferocious. The ball at centre wing, throw in. Phillips. Bradley to full forward, Caviton at the back. Frawley races it back across the face of goal. Danny Frawley towards the boundary line. Pekin, it sits for him. Tim Pekin, former Fitzroy player and been a great player since going to St Kilda. Over the back of the pack, Bradley. Newport taps it on. McAdam versus Bradley. Well played by Bradley. Good use of the body. Edgar. Aiken. Oh, bad hand pass. Allows McAdam to give it to Craven. The loose man's created. Coughlin. Caught. Gets in a hand pass. This is Jason Daniels. Daniels to the half-forward line. Silvani in front. Smothered it beautifully. Oh, could have been a trip. And it is. Free kick going to Reynolds.
Just looking at the flags, Pete. St Kilda appear to have the scoring in. How strong do you think it is?
No doubt. I reckon a 3-goal breeze, Sandy.
Phillips couldn't mark it half back. Danger now. McAdam through. He couldn't take it cleanly. He's a hard worker, Gilbert McAdam. Was still at the bottom of the pack. Now a chance for Dean Rice as he sets sail for goal, but that ball is pulled wide to the left and goes out of bounds in the left forward pocket. Well, both sides are having forward thrusts. St Kilda leading by 7 points at the moment. Madden, kick towards O'Sullivan. Going to be a great tussle between he and Burke. Harvey drifting it into half forward. Good looking kick and a fine mark taken by Kitchke.
That was a magnificent kick that by Robert Harvey. He looked for, actually I thought at first he was going to be a little bit silly and give a hand pass off when he didn't have to. He had a clear run at goal. Magnificent low trajectory drop punt and a good strong mark by Damien Kitchke, a greatly improved player.
So the 24-year-old has a chance to make the margin 13 points. Directly in front and shooting from around 40 metres. Very slow and deliberate in his approach and never really looked like it off the boot.
I think that was an awful approach. You said slow and deliberate, Sandy. I thought that was terrible.
He didn't seem sure of himself.
Didn't look like he should have gone back another 5 metres and run in hard as if he meant to kick the goal. I think he just tried to steer it.
So 1 goal, 2 for Saints. Carlton yet to score.
Well, you can't afford to miss them, particularly when you're kicking with the breeze. David Kernahan finds Silvani. Silvani to centre wing. Morris, beautiful mark. He outpointed Kernahan. And he's an experienced player. So an interesting choice. Beautiful kick. Oh, look at the strong hands of Lowe. And he wants to play on. He did play on. Should have gone back and had his kick. Not good play by Stuart Lowe. Aiken, Bradley, look at the tackling. Jason Daniels. They're looking good, the Saints. Dean Rice to the forward pocket. Edgar running back with the flight. And can't take the mark and it's tapped over the line by McAdam. But Lowe, well, he was at the 50-metre line, Sandy. Could have gone back and had a kick. This is modern-day football. The players have it's almost regimented in their minds that once you take a mark to play on. Well, from 50 metres with the breeze, you should have a shot. There's Justin Madden tapping it down. Could have been a free kick to Ratton. Eventually the ball to the half-back line. Here's Harvey. Tommy Elvin's got the job on him. Well played, Harvey. It was Nathan Burke. Now Bradley taken to the line and holding the ball. Oh, was that tough? Was that a tough decision? Well, Newport has got the free kick, but that was right on the line. Bradley didn't have a chance. Oh, shocking kick by Newport. Almost a good mark to Wilson, who took front position. Meldrum. Phillips. Oh, look, 3 St Kilda players came at him. That's a very good sign. That's a good mark, Nathan. No mark. He almost took it and was bumped off the ball. So it'll be a throw in at half forward for the Saints. They lead 1-2. Carlton yet to score.
Madden and Harding. Coughlin came over the back, tried to take it out of the air. Carlton free kick. It's going to be some great duels here today. Alvin has Harvey. This is Reynolds taking it from Ratton in towards the centre. Aitken couldn't take it. Daniels gets a high kick out wide towards the right half forward flank. Wilson gets an unfortunate bounce. Reynolds gets a good one. Goes with the left foot up towards the wing, looking for Dennis out in front of Pekin, but only just. Dennis needs help. He's lost it. Daniels to half forward. The bucket. Stuart Lowe.
Big, strong hands.
Big Dave in game number 100. To half forward, Madden. Wants to get on with it quickly. There's no one on the mark. He goes towards Bradley. With him is his tag at Newport. This time, Bradley successful. Sneaks away. Goes towards Kernahan and finds him. A long way out. He played on with the hand pass. Look at the determination of Morris diving in over that ball. So did Kernahan. Now a chance for Cummings. Gets a hurried kick up towards Craven. It clean bowls him towards half forward. McAdam couldn't take it. Madden can. Ratton comes wider. Across to Edgar. From the half back line, he drifts it up towards centre wing, and the mark taken by Tommy Alvin. Centering kick by Alvin. Dennis, one of the flyers from the back, couldn't take it. O'Sullivan waited down in front. Pack develops, and the umpire comes in and decides to have a bounce.
Oh, the Carlton supporters screaming for a holding the ball then, particularly as St Kilda have received 2 free kicks so far for that particular decision. Kernahan to do the ruck work. Morris doing all right so far at centre-half back. That was O'Sullivan. Aiken a quick kick. Harding trying to tap it on. This is Cummings. A clever little kick by Cummings. That was good play because he knew he had a run out there in Nathan Burke. Burke getting around onto the right foot. The chip pass. Can it get to Daniels? It can't. Now that could have been out in the full. It was. So it'll be a penalty kick out there to Carlton. Will go to Mark Asiri. Asiri to the half forward line. Kernahan at the back. Oh, Morris took front position. Was that a free kick for being dragged down? It was. Free kick to Morris and doing pretty well and throwing himself into the packs, which is a great sign for St Kilda.
Been in pretty good form, Pete. Russell Morris. Good looking kick over the centre. Madden got up high but a fraction too early. Edgar hammers it back towards the centre, but it's all St Kilda. Or is it? Frankie Coughlin has it, goes for McAdam. Inside 50, Gilbert sets sail for goal. Pulls it right across the face and just sneaks it in from behind.
Well, that's very, very costly football. First of all, Stuart Lowe took a mark at 50 metres and wanted to play on when he shouldn't have, and McAdam an open goal from 40 metres. Bad miss, and they've got to kick a few goals with this breeze, Sandy, as the kick from David Kernahan comes out to Meldrum. They're working hard, Carlton, but St Kilda have looked the better side so far. There's Richard Dennis. Now the ball actually went over the line. Dennis didn't think so. The boundary umpire had a good view and says it's my ball. It'll be a throw-in. Centre wing. Madden. There's no ruckman there. Oh, now there is Harding. Harding will come from the back. Madden taps it to Bradley. That was brilliant football. Bradley, a wobbly kick to the half-forward line. Might bounce out. It does. Right in front of the Carlton Social Club. That one-eyed stand. And they're making plenty of noise. Almost a sellout crowd. This terrific atmosphere and 2 very evenly matched sides.
Yes, it's great to see Princes Park filled to the rafters. And let's hope the game lives up to what people expect. Phillips from 30 metres has goal. So Carlton bounce back. They trail 1 straight goal to St Kilda's 1-3.
Yes, and little Andrew Phillips, that was a great goal because he was under pressure and he hurt himself as the player came across his leg. But it was a top goal and a handy one into the breeze. It's not impossible to score up there, of course, but certainly St Kilda kicking with the win.
Back in the middle once more. 3 points the margin. Favouring St Kilda, as Peter said, going with the wind in the first quarter. Bradley could have been held. Siri can't get the tackle on Newport. He gets it across to Nathan Burke. Flicks it high up towards half forward. Silvani edged out of it. No mark taken. Dean overrun it. Support from Edgar. Across half-back, Roy's hand pass goes back to Dean and then Silvani, who can't pick it up. It opens the door for Frankie Coughlin, who kicks high in towards the forward line once more. Kernahan out, pushing it out in front of Edgar and Silvani. The latter picks it up, goes towards Aitken, back to Edgar, and the Carlton defence working well to push it back towards the centre wing area. But only as far as centre wing, Tim Pekin has taken the mark. Pekin to send the Saints into attack. looking for Lowe. And he doesn't let him down. Now, what will he do this time? Too far out to score. Some 70 metres, drops short, but there's a free kick, and it's going the way of St Kilda for holding on. Brian Wilson will take it.
And I think he's going to go for that little marker on the ground. He'll look with the foot. There it is. And then he'll run back and run in a straight line with the marker.
Do you do that with your one wood?
I've just given up on the one wood, Sandy, I can assure you. But that's the Peter Hudson coaching.
Wilson from 30 metres, looking for his first, and the Saints second. Justin Madden on the mark, he's kicked it. The Saints get their second.
Well, a handy one. They needed it. 2-3 to 1 goal, and I think they need a couple more with the breeze.
And an interesting piece of trivia for you, Pete. Justin Madden was standing Brian Wilson on the mark then. Brian Wilson drove into the players' car park today and parked next to Justin Madden.
Well, I'm delighted you told me that, Sandy. I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight if I hadn't have known that. Nine points the margin. The Saints lead. They're working a little bit harder than Carlton. There's Madden. The full forward Cavett at the front. Socket off the ground by Cummings. Sensible play. Daniels pushed in the back. It'll be a free kick, and they're playing in front. They're having a real go, the Saints. They're certainly going in a bit harder than Carlton at this stage. Daniels to centre wing. McAdam versus Edgar. And the ball over the line. Well, Madden coming in to do the ruck work. Harding spotting him a lot of inches, as you can see on camera. But Harding's got a good body play. But look at the long arms of Madden. To Ratton. Ratton of the half-forward line. Morris doing well on Kernahan. That's Phillips. Shuffles it out. Luke O'Sullivan on the right foot. A beautiful kick. Setting it up for Hannah. Couldn't take it. He goes and gets it again. Great play, Hannah. He straightens up. Hooks it and misses. But it was very, very good play.
Big opportunity missed there for the Blues. 1-1. The Saints are 2-3. Steve Cummings throwing the ball back to his skipper, Danny Frawley. And Frawley heads to the outer side, and Kernahan, I don't think, could believe his good fortune. Pumps Carlton back into attack again. Hannah waits at the back. Aitken at the front. Comes back to Hannah. Will he make amends this time? He'll have to sock her off the ground. And he's hit the post. Well, two chances by Mill Hannah. Both have gone begging.
A little bit unlucky there. He didn't get a very good bounce and had to bend down and under a lot of harassment.
Frawley again. This time straight down the middle. Cavett and Madden both fly. Alvin tried to get it down to Bradley, and he tried it again. It didn't work. Craven bursts his way through the middle, gives it end wide to Gilbert McAdam from 50 metres. McAdam heads for home, and he goes. Great goal, Gilbert. So the Saints answer. They move to 3-3. Carlton a 1-2.
Well, a nice little bounce then for Danny Craven, but full marks that little rover because he could have blazed away himself. He hesitated, was going to originally give the hand pass to McAdam, and eventually did, and resulted in an excellent goal. The Saints by 13 points as Nasiri. A beautiful kick. Oh, great mark. Millen Hannah. Top mark. And he outbustled Danny Frawley on that occasion. Great use of the body and one grab, and a real chance here from about 30 metres. Hannah has been in excellent form. Highly skilled player, Millen Hannah. From directly in front. There's the drop punt right through the middle. Goal. So the Blues fight back into the breeze. 2-2 Carlton. St Kilda 3-3.
I guess that stand, the Robert Heatley stand, would assist players shooting for goal at that end, Pete, because it's going to block out the breeze. And if the players keep the ball relatively low, as Carlton have done, and they've got 2 on the board.
Well, actually, a couple of the kicks have gone a long way that end.
So back in the middle. 14 plays 21, favouring St Kilda. Alvin working hard. Gets it out, and the mark taken by O'Sullivan. Luke O'Sullivan from the middle. Pumps a left footer long. That is a long kick. No mark taken. Dennis was the flyer. And we'll see a bounce 20 metres out from the Carlton scoring zone. So a pretty tight start to this game. Cavidan plucks it out of there, but his kicker smothered. Goes in after it again, and he gets it out again. Ratton has a flying shot at goal, but it's very, very wide. Frawley will bring it back into play. Out of bounds on the full. From the back pocket, he looks towards Harding. Oh, Morris flew from the side, couldn't take it. Newport almost runs out of room, gives it to Harvey, who does.
Vital game, this one, Sandy. Both these sides, both clubs, because they really wouldn't want to lose this one and drop 4 points behind.
Throw in again. Harding and Kernahan, with Madden staying a kick behind the play. Alvin tries to paddle forward towards Ratton, and again over the line.
I would say both these clubs certainly with aspiring to play in the finals, because Carlton disappointing the last couple of seasons. St Kilda the up-and-comers, but both with plenty of talent.
Morris has started well. Kicks over the centre. Oh, Silvani. Got up very high, but a little too early. Edgar at the back. Pumps it back in towards the middle. Only to see Dean Rice there for the Saints. Morris going past is ignored. He goes towards half forward. Kitchke couldn't take the mark. Oh, an exciting hand pass from McAdam to Wilson. Is this another one? He blazed away at that, and it's a behind. He's exciting McAdam, Pete, isn't he?
He's a great player, McAdam, but that's a bad miss by Brian Wilson. He was under no pressure whatsoever. 22 plays 14. Saints in front. He should have really snaffled that one. The kick comes out to Silvani. Can he get there? Oh, well done by Silvani. Used his body well. Oh, sets up Tommy Alvin, though. Bradley. A hand pass looking for Dean and Fotia. The chipping in was Harding. Oh, that allows Newport to come away with the ball. Newport, a little too slow to get rid of that. That ball was kicked into the runner. And at times, those runners on the ground far too often for my liking. Pekin. Morris doing well on Kernahan. A clever hand pass. Back to Pekin. Pekin to Harvey. Harvey is a brilliant footballer. Round the corner. Looking for Coughlin. Oh, a free kick to Coughlin, was dragged off it by Aiken. Off he goes, Coughlin, ran close to the man. Now can they take a mark? Low at the back, Silvani at the front, a top mark, Silvani.
Blues fans delighted to see him back in the side after a 1 week forced layoff. Aitken and Daniels. Daniels is quick. Support from Coughlin. Over the top to Craven. Here's a chance now for the Saints. Danny Craven, 50, still running. Couple of bounces. He's still going. Have another one, Danny. You'll lose it. Kernahan. And Carlton out of trouble momentarily. Up towards the wing. Harding and Madden. Harding, the hand pass to Kane Taylor, who's at left half forward. Kitchke again, flies high, couldn't take it. Wilson a chance, but stealing it is Dean. He does well. Across to Tommy Alvin, and the Blues drift it over the centre. Oh, Mark Arceri got a not-so-subtle shove in the back, and he will take the free kick.
Oh, Cummings couldn't argue. Steve Cummings couldn't argue about that one. That was right in the middle of the back. Former North Melbourne rover. Real gutsy little rover. To the pocket, Cavidan and Kernahan. Great mark, Kernahan. And although Morris is doing well, you can never relax on this man because he's just so strong overhead. Steve Kernahan will kick from 35 metres. Difficult shot. It's a little bit worse off than 45 degrees. So he'll just have to drop this perfectly onto that right boot. Kernahan a chance to kick Carlton's third goal. Now there's the kick.
Great kick.
It looks good. Yes, a goal. So Stephen Kernahan has kicked his first. The Blues trail by 2 points.
With just under 4 minutes remaining, so all in all, it's been a pretty good quarter by Carlton, Pete.
Yes, a good quarter, really, because St Kilda have the breeze and, well, although they've worked hard, I don't think they've put enough goals on the board at this stage for the amount of play they've had.
And they have had their chances, 3 goals for and a couple of out of bounds. Back in the middle once again with Harding and Madden. This time Harding wins it, flicks it over the back, but straight to Peter Dean. Gives it to Aitken, whose kick is smothered. Rice claim, ball spills free, eventually socket off the ground, past Bradley. First to it should be Pekin. Wide to Daniels. Here's a chance for St Kilda to go forward. Daniels stabs in towards Kitchke.
Oh, what a great kick.
And the distance will test him. He's got Wilson down in the forward line. He's got McAdam dropping back. Justin Madden has dropped back. Kitchke goes long, and it's a beautiful looking kick. Just as well Madden did get back there.
He's about the only one that would have touched that, I reckon, Justin Madden. And St Kilda had no tall player down there then. They were relying on Brian Wilson.
8 shots to 5, but the margin is only 3 points. Rennitz to Ratton. Tucked on the half-back flank. Goes to the outer wing. Carlton starting the day without John Dorotage. Here's Arsieri. Slung. Rice. High kick that's wide. Low. A little too far underneath it. Silvani didn't fly, and he's able to tidy up at the back. Gets his kick to centre wing. The mark taken by Aitken. Off to Ratton. Ratton up towards the half-forward line. Could have been some holding on there. Kernahan and Morris, and it could have been Kernahan offending. Morris can't pick it up. And some of the fans saying deliberate.
I think you picked it up. Well, I thought that was holding the man to Russell Morris for sure. The umpire was side on, should have seen it.
So a throw-in in the left forward pocket for Carlton. Very crucial time, just on 2 minutes remaining. Rice. St Kilda don't want Carlton to get another one. But they've got a chance here through Bradley. Arsieri calling for it, he's ignored. He just pokes it round his body. Perhaps should have gone to Arsieri, who was in the clear. Harding takes it.
Yes, he hurried his kick, Craig Bradley. Harding, pretty good player for his size, taking on all the tall players. The ball thumped the ground. Now, how will the umpire see that one? He's called played on. Frank Coghlan working hard, as he always does. Ratton trying to pick it up. Gets it to Arsieri. Arsieri on the left foot to half forward. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. This is Nathan Burke. Gets a bad bounce. Still going on with it, though. Backup support from Cummings. Cummings to centre wing. This is Aitken. Aitken to the half-forward line. Oh, good mark. Now, that looks like Pekin it is. And immediately plays on to Cummings. They've got the loose man going. Dean Rice should kick long. He kicks right out to the pocket. Kitchke underneath it. And the mark has been taken by Kernahan, but that is not good delivery to the forward line.
Jason Daniels not 100% either at the moment. And he's probably going to have to contest this. No, he waits down for Harding and Madden. Rice a chance. He's going to run into trouble. Arsieri getting him from behind. Craven chips in, gives it to Cummings. Cummings goes back again to Newport, who flicks it high in towards full forward. Kernahan leading, couldn't take it, but pushed wide towards Dean. Peter Dean now out in front of Edgar, and McAdam is quick. He might just about get him. He is very quick, Gilbert McAdam. Over the line.
Yes, you would have thought that Edgar was going to get there easily, then, wouldn't you? And beat him to it, but McAdam is a very, very good player.
So right on centre wing at Princes Park. Madden and Harding. Almost came off Justin's head. Newport to Harding. The big man's kick is partly smothered. Alvin claimed by Craven. Harvey over the top, but Fotia asks the question. But we'll see ourselves with a bounce. Who'd you pick, Pete?
I tipped Carlton just. I think of two very evenly contested sides and, well, home ground advantage.
There's the siren to end the first quarter here at Princes Park. And at quarter time, the visitors, St Kilda, hold a 3-point lead. St Kilda are 3-5-23, leading Carlton 3-2-20. St Kilda not taking full advantage of the breeze in the first quarter, lead by 3 points. What can Carlton do with it? Madden plucks it out of the air from the middle and immediately sends the Blues down towards the half-forward line. Morris keeps Kernahan out of it. Fotia scouting the pack. gives it away, but straight to Newport. Newport's quick hand pass goes the way of Burke, who flicks wide to McAdam. Over the line. Gilbert McAdam not happy about it. Better throw in. Kernahan, edged out by Harding, who gets it down to Frank Cogwin. Gets a hurried kick. Madden gets a bad bounce. Edgar may run out of room. He's gone. Must lose it to McAdam. Advantage will be paid. Rice in towards full forward. Melbourne defending, but straight to Harding. Big Paul Harding on centre wing. Craven. Goes to half forward. Kitchke sandwiched. Gave a little push in the end to the umpire. And so again, the Blues get out of trouble. Madden gives it to David Kernahan onto Tommy Alvin.
Alvin from half back. Well, he's got a loose man wide in Dean. Dean away, getting away from Harvey. Peter Dean, a very good player, a serial. Wobbly kick, but it gets to the right man, Marcus Siri. He's on centre wing. To half forward, Ian Aiken. 2 bites, couldn't take it. The Saints through Cumming. On to Daniels. Morris has done fairly well on Steve Kernahan so far. Russell Morris to the half-forward line. Dean Rice pushing and shoving. He's got it, Rice. Greatly improved player. Dean Rice on the left foot. A beautiful kick. They take a mark. It's thumped the ground. Stuart Lowe charging back after it. Now it's Meldrum. Dean, well done. The Carlton defence playing very, very well. Bradley versus Craven, and Bradley has taken a good mark. He and Newport having a great contest. That's 50. That's not good play by Craven, because that brings Bradley, who would have kicked from the wing, will now have a shot to goal from about 35 metres.
Fair 50.
Well, you just can't afford. Yes, I think it was a little bit longer than 50, but you just cannot afford to do that anywhere near the forward line in particular. An easy shot at goal now for Craig Bradley. Chance to put Carlton in front. Directly in front. Bradley stabs. Goal umpire goes across and doesn't move. It's a goal. So the Blues hit the front. They lead the Saints. As we look at the scoreboard, 4-2 plays 3-5.
A costly error by Danny Craven, giving the Blues vice-captain his first.
Well, it's been really a gift, isn't it?
So back in the middle once again with Harding and Madden. 26 plays 23, but this time the Blues lead. O'Sullivan's got strength. He gives it to Fotia. Looks for Hannah. That's lovely play out of the middle. Mill Hannah tucked in the pocket. He's got the wind coming over his left shoulder. Has kicked one. Could have had 3 in the first quarter, but missed a couple. From 40 metres. Floats it right across the face of goal. Almost a mark, and it's going to be paid to Cavidan, I think.
Well, they couldn't have paid the mark, surely.
I think he did.
Well, very, very lucky to be paid that on a fine day like this. You've really got to hold it.
So the 19-year-old looking for his first. Coming into the side and replacing Dorotich. And he doesn't let the team down. 1 goal to Cavidan and a very good start by Carlton in this second quarter. 5-2 plays 3-5.
Well, they're doing well out of the centre, Carlton, and well, that was 2 men actually almost took that. That was Kernahan and Cavidan, but the umpire paid it to Cavidan. I thought a little bit lucky. Still a handy goal. Vital few minutes coming up for St Kilda. Harding against Madden. A big job for Harding today, giving away a lot of inches. Here come the Saints through McAdam. Umpire paying the advantage as the ball bounces for Coghlan. Coghlan looking for someone to lead. It's Wilson caught behind. Meldrum racing at it. And he's doing well there, Paul Meldrum. Meldrum to centre-half forward Kernahan, and back-up support Richard Dennis. Dennis looking for the long sweeping hand pass. Elects to have a kick himself, a wobbly one to the full forward line. Cavidan ran straight at it. That was good play. Cummings wide. Elvin versus Harvey. Who'll get there first? Oh, Harvey with pace. Have a look at that. That was beautiful football. Morris doing well at half-back. Morris to the half-forward line, and he's found Dean Rice. That's better play, but they've been falling down up at full forward. The kick to the pocket, it's a mark, and it's been taken by Wilson. And they certainly need, Sandy, a few goals out of Brian Wilson today.
Kicked one to date in the first quarter.
Well, there he is, that characteristic mark on the ground. Stuart Lowe, he also does the same thing. Let's see if it helps. They need this one. They trail by 9 points at the moment.
Of course, he had his big day against his old club Melbourne when he booted 6.
And did he let them know it? Brian Wilson. Almost directly in front. Kicks. And he's missed. So, another bad miss to the Saints. They missed a few in the first quarter. 3-6 St Kilda, 5-2 Carlton.
Kernahan to Silvani. Got Madden streaming up towards the wing. Can't get there in time. Dennis at the back. Loses it after the tackle. Daniels gets it out. Aitken also in there. So too Pekin, who almost threw it out to Daniels, but he accepted it gleefully. To half forward. Over the back is Dean. Now Kernahan. Back to Dean. Carlton defence working well. Madden. Lopes off and kicks in towards the centre. And the mark taken by Dom Thoshio. Now Hannah's his target. Couldn't pick it up on the half volley, but quick to recover. Good tackle by Frawley. O'Sullivan runs into trouble. Arceri gives it back to Dennis from the 50-metre line. He pumps it high. Cavidan will be the flyer.
Well, that was a brilliant mark by the youngster. I said earlier I didn't think he'd taken the other one, but no doubt about that one. That was shades of a very good player to be able to jump that high and a very, very strong grab.
Andrew Cavidan going for his second goal. And he's made no mistake. 2 to Cavidan. Carlton kick clear. 6-2, 38. They lead by 14 points over St Kilda, 3-6, 24. And although it's early days, he's turned in to be a handy replacement for John Dorotich.
That's right. Dorotich has been in great form, and a lot of people would have felt that was a huge disadvantage, but he's kicked 2, and they look far more dangerous in attack, Carlton, than St Kilda do at the moment. Madden, oh, those long arms again to Ratton. Kernahan at the back. Cummings races in after it. Asiri working hard, brought to ground. It's tapped out. Fotia. Madden. Madden, a high floater to the pocket. Mark Asiri tries to dive and take the mark. Richard Dennis. Oh, very clever play by Ratton. Here's Craven. He's a little terrier. He's got to make up for that 50-metre penalty he gave away. There's Lowe. Newport. Newport to the half-forward line. Kitski. Slips over Edgar, working very, very hard towards the ball. So is Dean Rice. And Rice takes it over the line. 2 pretty evenly matched sides, but at the moment Carlton, the more potent forward line. The umpires, Gavin Dorr and David Howlett, doing a good job too. There's Newport. Kick off the ground, comes towards Craven again. He's playing very, very well. Nathan Burke, great tackle. That was by O'Sullivan. Jason Daniels to the half-forward line. Kitski at the back. Madden at the front. Madden tried to tap it on. That was Ratton again. Great play as he finds Edgar. Edgar to the half-forward line. Morris with the fist away. Richard Dennis has got it. Well played, Dennis. Onto the right foot. He's looking for Hannah. Out he comes, and too quick for Denny Frawley. Good pass too. Well played, Dennis. Now, We have a great camera shot of this one. Milan Hanna, as we're directly behind him. It won't be an easy shot. Would probably have to kick slightly to the right. The right-hand goalpost as we see it now, and he'll kick from about 45 metres. Milan Hanna. Oh, a shocker. A hook shot and right through for a behind. But Carlton, they're doing most of the attacking at the moment. They've moved on to 6-3. St Kilda remain on 3-6.
It's the biggest lead they've had in this game, 15 points. Frawley brings it back into play, and Cummings just keeps it in. Steve Cummings from the back pocket. Drifts it into the middle. He's looking for Morris and finds him. Started pretty well, Russell Morris. Looking for Lowe. Out in front of the big man. Daniels. Oh, be careful, Jason. You'll lose it. But he has.
The umpire's very consistent.
Yep. Edgar stabs in towards the middle. Madden or Fotier. It was the smaller man who took it. Hanna's his target. Frawley in front on that occasion. McAdam runs into his own man. Fotier tried to get it out to O'Sullivan. Fotier again. Third time lucky. Down towards Cavender. Can't mark. Recovers and got the hand pass out. Peakin under pressure. Cavender tries to get it clear to O'Sullivan. The umpire letting this passage of play go on. Harvey loses it. Fotier at the bottom. Shovels it out once more. And finally, Cummings kicks it wide towards McAdam. In front of Rice. He gets a bad bounce. He's got some toe. Thought about Newport, but then elected to take the kick. Up over centre wing. McAdam is there, but outnumbered. Palm down to Bradley. Craig Bradley pumps it towards the 50-metre line, and Richard Dennis takes a fine mark. Too far out to score, perhaps. Pops it up in the air. Caverton couldn't get clear. Morris waiting down in front. Off to Cummings, who's been pretty busy. To the outer side once more, and Dean Rice takes them up.
Well, it's not a good sign if Cummings is busy either. Sandy wins it down there all the time. Cummings receives from Rice. Cummings to the half-forward line. This is where they've been falling down. Oh, good tackle though by Daniels on Aiken. Aiken just gets his kick to it, and the mark is taken by Robert Harvey. And the Saints desperately need a goal right now. Wilson out in front. Can't take the mark. Alvin or McAdam laid the tackle. Good play. There's Stuart Lowe with a high floating kick up towards full forward. Madden at the back has got the height and the one grab. And they love it, the Carlton supporters. On to David Kernahan. Kernahan wide to Bradley. Bradley's got two to beat. Gets a bad bounce. Well done by Newport. Good use of the body. Allows Kitski to give it to Morris. Morris is killing him at centre-half back at the moment. Morris to the half-forward line. But look at this. Dean misjudged it. Daniels dragged off the ball when he didn't have it. Could have been a free kick. Taken away by Steve Silvani. And Carlton look dangerous when they rebound. Frawley versus Hanna. Hanna gets around onto the right foot, hooks it back at goal. Oh, beautiful kick, Hanna. Oh, what a great goal. Milam Hanna has kicked his second, and you would never see a better goal than that. 7-3 Carlton, St Kilda 3-6.
Fantastic goal by Hanna. Tucked in the pocket under pressure from Frawley, and he was able to eventually get clear, but still under pressure when he took his kick. And the crowd rose as they sensed a six-pointer. 7-3 plays 3-6. Oh, the danger signs are up for St Kilda here as Arceri sends Carlton down towards Hanna territory once again. Fotier is there scouting the pack in the front. Can't take it. Frawley over the top. Does shovel it out. Caverton pushed in the back. Oh. So it's becoming a little repetitive with Carlton pushing this ball down into the forward line. Caverton has booted 2. Hanna has kicked 2. Caverton now for number 3. Must start it right, he does, but it drifts back very late and through for one behind.
I'll tell you what, Sandy, Richard Dennis has got over that knee injury because he's jumping very, very high this year. Really leaping for those marks.
22 points the margin. We've got just under 12 and a half minutes remaining in this vital second quarter. Vital particularly for St Kilda. They can't afford Carlton to steal a winning break. Aitken's kick dropped well short. Mark taken by Muller. got Morris virtually in the middle. And Russell Morris, long penetrating kick down towards the forward line, but that's where St Kilda's falling down.
Are they ever? Could they do with Lockett? Oh.
David Kernahan takes it and gives it to Dennis.
Richard Dennis at half back. He's got a loose man in. Marcus Siri gets a shocking bounce. Dean Rice taps it back to McAdam. The brilliant Gilbert McAdam. Is he a good player? McAdam, oh, look at this. Craven on his own. Oh, touch before he could take the mark. Good defensive play. The pressure's on though. Craven goes and gets it again. Craven hooks it goal. Brilliant play by the Rover, but it was touched.
And while that's going on, Jimmy Cracker and Paul Meldrum are having a ding-dong. This may develop into an all-in if they're not careful. I was watching those two and they were having a wonderful afternoon.
And while that was going on, of course, it deserved a goal by Craven. That was terrific play.
So, back with the action. This has put a bit of spice into it. Clever play to push it up towards Madden. The big man almost down to centre wing. Ratton gives him good assistance. Daniels has it on the wing. Now, Cracker and Meldrum have disentangled themselves and are back in town. Daniels' kick going shortling for Newport, picked up by Fotier. Daniels again to Harvey, claim, but pushed illegally, said the umpire. Kernahan coming in over the top has given away the free kick. And I'm watching Meldrum and Cracker, they're still at it. I don't know what they're discussing. Harvey, still Harvey. Edgar, and Harvey's kick at that shorter distance, he was able to follow it down.
Well, the big difference in the game at the moment is that St Kilda got nothing up forward. They really had not got anyone, and being taken off is Aiken, and coming on is Michael Sexton for Carlton. Asiri goes forward again. McAdam at the back. Did well. Nathan Burke. Now he's lying on it. He's got to get it out. He does. There's Sexton with his first kick of the game now. Morris is absolutely well on top of Kernahan at the moment, but he makes his first mistake and puts it out of bounds on the full. But Steve Kernahan being well beaten, which is surprising. To half forward, no mark. Marcus Siri. Hannah gets a bad bounce. Cavidan puts the tackle on Muller. Danny Frawley gets it to Cummings. And Cummings out looking for Harvey. He's got two to beat. And Carlton running in numbers. Oh, look at big Justin Madden. Good
pace
play. And yes, pace. And look at the roars of the crowd. They love him at times. Dean Rice. Now that could be holding the ball. I think it will be. Now the umpires have been very consistent today. Marcus Siri was lying on the top of it. Rice to the half forward line. Again, they're falling down up there. St Kilda, the Carlton defence playing in front. Frank Coghlan trying to do something. Now he's got it cleverly done. Craven. Back to Harvey. He should kick it long into that breeze. Wilson. Oh, good use of the body. A brilliant mark that by Wilson. And the distance could be a doubt. He should kick it to Lowe. Lowe's back on his own in the goal square. If he kicks it now, Lowe is there and no tall man to beat. And now McAdam. Coghlan, an open goal, kicks and misses. But I really think Brian Wilson, Lowe was yelling at him to get it down quickly.
Down there on his own.
He was in the goal square, so a valuable opportunity missed as David Kernahan takes it away from the half-back line.
Yes, it was Renitz who brought it back into play. Goes up towards Dennis. Newport tried to sock off the ground. Dennis keeps it in play and pushes down towards Bradley. May open the path for O'Sullivan. Propped over the ball and he's lost it. Well, Luke O'Sullivan just arched his body over that ball for a split second and was... That's the rule. Coghlan again at the back. Looking for Craven. With him is Fotier. On all fours. Silvani, a good tackler. Comes free to Craven. A high kick. The Saints inside 50, but only momentarily. Another opportunity. Rice couldn't take it. Renitz soccers out of his arms. Newport tried to push it back, but he couldn't. So Renitz hammers it down towards half forward. Cummings meets it nicely for St Kilda. His kick is not a good one. All Carlton out there. Fotier's got Bradley ahead of him. He uses him. This is danger for St Kilda. Bradley will have a shot. Or will he go short to O'Sullivan? Luke O'Sullivan. With a build not unlike that of Greg Williams. Very solidly built customer. Left footer. Drop punt. Pushed right across the face of goal and over the line in the left forward pocket.
Carlton, another forward chance. Caviton got it down beautifully. Oh, well done to O'Sullivan. An open goal, bang. Another one on the board. No, he's missed. And he thought he kicked it. That's interesting. He might have been touched. Touched by Frawley. So bad luck there to Carlton, and St Kilda fans would breathe a sigh of relief then, because really they mucked it up again up on the forward line. Now Frawley's gone short and found Pekin. 7-5, plays 3-8, so plenty of chances, the Saints. Carlton look far more dangerous in attack. Craven receives from Harvey, onto McAdam, back to Harvey. Oh, well done by Harvey. Now he gets onto the right foot, a clever little chip pass. That was better play. And the mark has been taken by Kane Taylor. Now he should be able to just about make the distance from there. He'll kick from about 46 metres. He'll still take a good kick, because he's not on the scoring side. He'll be better off on the other half-forward flank. Kane Taylor, they need a goal, the Saints. There's the drop punt. Will it come back? It's close. I think it's to the right. It is, so another missed opportunity. St Kilda 3-9, Carlton 7-5.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in this second quarter. A quarter that so far has been dominated by Carlton. Taylor, another chance, or he may leave it for Rice. He does. Dean Rice stabs into half forward, and he finds Frank Coghlan. He will be kicking from just outside 50. This may test Frank. But he's going to have a shot by the look of it. Well, he tried to kick the leather off that. It went about 15 metres. Craven gets it out, but it goes to Kernahan. The Carlton defence has been too strong in this quarter. He pushes wide to the half-back flank. McAdam will be first to it, and he breaks the tackle beautifully. Very skillful and a delight to watch as he finds Craven.
Well, that was just sheer class.
Yep.
He is a top player. And this little fella's going well. Danny Craven.
Yes, he's been busy. Fifth kick coming up. 8 handballs. From 40 metres. Oh, it's a high kick. It's going to go very close. Another poster.
I think one of the players really was shaking that post too, Sandy.
3-10. Plays 7-5, so those shots in the first quarter may prove very costly.
They've had one more scoring shot. Jason Daniels has been an excellent player for the Saints. His kicking can be a little bit indifferent. Now he's got Jimmy Cracker on his own. He's found him. Little Jimmy getting the hoots. Now off he goes. No one on the mark, so he has a casual bounce. Now he kicks it up. Can they take a mark? Silvani back with the flight of the ball, and a good mark by Steve Silvani. They've got nothing in attack at the moment, St Kilda. Silvani looking for Madden. Can't take that mark. He's taken a couple of nice marks today, Big Justin, and they roar, running back with a fly. Courage. Sensational mark that by Dean Rice. Running back with a flight, and Kernahan could have cleaned him up. That was a magnificent mark. Rice to the half-forward line. Low versus Silvani. The dangerous McAdam. Look at this for play. Beautiful football from 45 metres. McAdam. Wilson can't get back to it. Oh, actually, he does and taps it back. No, he doesn't. The ball beat him over the line. And Wilson and David Kernahan. A slap across the face. That could be a report. But nothing in it. I mean, it wouldn't knock a feather duster up, a better off a fence on a windy day, that, but he's been reported. Well, you can see that one for yourself. Whether it should have been reportable, David Kernahan told the umpire it should have been. And Brian Wilson's name's gone in the book.
Kernahan. Long kick towards the half-back line. His brother almost took the mark. In fact, he's going to be paid it. Steve. 4 marks.
50 metres, Sandy. Another costly one.
And Wilson's on again with Kernahan. The goal umpire has come out to them.
And Jimmy Cracker and Meldrum having a go in the pocket.
Surprise, surprise.
And Jimmy's getting up to the action. He wants to get up and help.
In the meantime, the play goes on. Dennis can't mark in the forward pocket. Cummings lays over the top of him, and the Carlton man has lost it.
Well, this could end up a pretty fiery game, because all players are pretty well full of emotion at the moment. As we see Russell Morris looking for low. He couldn't take the mark. Big Justin. Now that could be holding the ball against Peter Dean. No, the ball flipped over the line and out as we look up the ground, and they seem to have come to their senses, the players. The goal umpire was out. I don't know whether it'll be another report, and Wilson's still having plenty to say to Kernahan. There's Justin Madden to the half-forward line. Morris has been terrific at half-back. This time he's beaten by Kernahan. Kernahan to mark Asiri. Asiri to the pocket, and the second bite over the line, so that will be a throw-in. And there's plenty of mouthing on going up the other end, Sandy.
Oh, there's chesting. Oh, they're at it again.
Well, we'll get back to the action as we see Caviton in after it. This is Mark Asiri with the snapshot. Frawley using the body well and taps it. Oh, went to tap it over the line for a point, but eventually it rolled over for a throw-in. So Temper's a bit frayed up the other end, but the ball down in Carlton's forward pocket.
Caviton plucks it out of the air. Couldn't quite get a boot to it. Rice can and finds Morris. Russell Morris at centre half back. Could be some fireworks if they can drift it down to that forward line. Wilson, Kernahan, Meldrum and Cracker and co. Alvin. Dean works hard. Eventually does get it out to Edgar, who pumps Carlton into attack, down towards the half-forward line. They want someone running the flank. No one there. Asiri soccers off the ground. It may sit for him here. From 40 metres, he pulls it round his body. Oh, what a kick. What a great goal. Mark Asiri kicks his first, and Carlton kick well clear. 8-5, plays 3-10.
Yes, once again, the little rover up forward, reading it well. A beautiful goal. That was almost as good as the one of Hannah's, but they look far more potent down the forward line. So Kilda have had just as much of the play, but can't convert.
Under 1 minute remaining, and the siren will blow just in time because there's a lot of feeling in this game. Newport pushes wide towards the left half forward flank. It goes out of bounds, and we'll see another throw in. Well, the goal umpire spent a considerable amount of time on the ground chatting with Brian Wilson and David Kernahan. Throw in once more. Under 20 seconds remaining. Asiri takes it and kicks the Blues over the centre. Dennis will be the flyer. No mark to Cummings. He tried to steal it. Could have almost been a Carlton free kick with Morris going in over the top. Daniels caught. Well done by O'Sullivan. Daniels still going. He's caught again. And now they'll have a shot here from the 50-metre line. O'Sullivan and Fauchia. It was Fauchia who applied the second tackle. O'Sullivan the first. So Dominic Fauchia will have a shot from probably 53 metres, and it could be a very vital kick. He's got the wind at his back. Carlton have opened up a substantial lead, and that one's going to drop short. So no score, no addition to the score at half-time. And at half-time we find Carlton leading. The Blues are 8-5, 53. St Kilda 3-10, 28.
The umpire to bounce the ball to start the third quarter here at Princess Park. Handy lead of the Blues after a very good first half. This is Luke O'Sullivan receiving from Bradley. O'Sullivan to half forward. Caviton in front. He's kicked 2 goals. The ball fisted the ground. So Kilda would want a big quarter here. Harvey getting it to Nathan Burke. Now this is Brian Wilson, who had a real dust-up in the second quarter. Edgar wide to Bradley now. Bradley can come right up the middle and kick long. A beautiful kick by Bradley. Looking for Caviton. Hannah also is the flyer. Russell Morris has been great at centre half back on Kernahan. Now how will the umpire see this one? He'll come in and bounce it. But in general play, 13 kicks actually and 2 handballs to Morris at centre half back, so a very good effort. 20 metres out. A chance for Dennis with a slick hand pass, taken away by the Saints. That's Frank Coughlin to the half-back line, but the mark has been taken by Bradley. Craig Bradley has had a shadow all day in Newport, but he's managed 12 possessions. Bradley short. Mark is dropped by Kernahan, taken by Morris. To the centre of the ground, Wilson against David Kernahan. They've been at each other all day, and Wilson's given away a free kick, and it will go to Kernahan almost on centre wing. Kernahan looking for Caviton. Caviton at the back. Dennis coming in to lend a hand. Richard Dennis tries to hook it back into play. It still is in play, in fact. Danger here. Oh, Ralph Smith's on the ground. There's Robert Harvey. Onto Frawley. Danny Frawley wide looking for Wilson. Wilson against David Kernahan now. The ball sits for Frank Coughlin. They need a couple of quick goals, the Saints. Coughlin about. Oh, there's some wrestling going on behind the play, and David Kernahan receives the free kick. Now, Brian Wilson, I will bet my life he will be taken off the ground because Coughlin was off and running. He dragged David Kernahan down. And a free kick to Kernahan. It'll be interesting to see if the runner goes out as the kick comes up to half forward. The Saints try and get it away. Robert Harvey. A quick kick. Wilson again. A chance now for Coughlin. His second chance in a minute to run away with it. Oh, he tried to do too much, Coughlin. Then he's ridden into the ground. Muller. Looks as though he might have been moved to the forward line to try and get a bit of drive up there. But in the meantime, the ball socket over the line and out of bounds. Half forward for the Saints.
25 points the margin. Madden at the back is Bradley. Spoons it out the back for Ratton. Harvey working hard in this quarter. Newport, a hurried kick down towards the right forward pocket. Meldrum and Cracker and McAdams set sail for it, but it beats them over the line. Well, a very important quarter for St Kilda. They've got to peg back this lead because Carlton will be coming home with the breeze in the last quarter. Madden, but straight to Coughlin from a standing start. He pumps it over the top. Which way will it bounce? Free kick. And the last line of defence going against Stuart Lowe, playing his 100th game today and to be taken by Stephen Silvani.
Silvani's played a very good stopping game on Stuart Lowe today.
8 kicks for Silvani, and there's a good mark taken by Dean. Been a good player for the Blues. Kicks to centre wing, and falling short in front of Kernahan was Jason Daniels.
Played well, Sandy.
A good player for the Saints. To the 50-metre line, Meldrum edged out. Coughlin tried to go through. Jimmy Cracker's kick smothered by Edgar. Meldrum again.
Oh.
Gets his kick up towards centre wing. Peter McKenna saw something.
Ooh.
I think it could have been with Jimmy. Paul Meldrum. But Dennis heads towards the boundary line. It won't go out. Morris is there. Does it well. He's had a very good game, Russell Morris. Floating kick towards the wing. And a good mark taken by David Kernahan. Frustration for Brian Wilson.
Well, Brian Wilson isn't attacking the ball. He's waiting back and trying to push and shove and wrestle. And he's just got to attack the ball.
This is Sexton on centre wing. Good looking drop punt to half forward. Oh, Morris got into the back of Kernahan. Ball spills free, could come to Dennis. He's tackled but shovels it wide to Madden. Oh, the big man does well. Gets boot to it only just, however. Harvey there to tidy up once more for St Kilda, pushing it out cleverly in front of Burke. But the bounce may be a poor one for him. He taps nicely on, was looking for Rice. Back to Burke again. Finally gets it out to McAdam. Now he's found the space he wants. McAdam putting St Kilda inside 50. Lowe is there. Waiting down in front is Meldrum. He's giving Brian Wilson a lesson at the moment. Kernahan kicks to the half-back line, and the mark is taken by Edgar.
I'm amazed little Craven's off the ground. I thought he was a great player in the first half. I don't know whether he's injured or not, Sandy, but we might find out shortly. Fotia to the half-forward line. What I mean by that is whether he comes back on the ground or not. Now, this is Kitschke. Out towards centre wing. Bradley and Newport have had a terrific battle. Both done fairly well. They could have been holding the man to Bradley. No. There'll be a throw-in on centre wing. 10 kicks and 3 handballs. Craig Bradley, always dangerous. Madden at the back, taken away by Newport. A wobbly kick to the centre of the ground. A lot of the players waited for the ball then. Kitschke, the big punch. Nathan Burke overruns it. Fotia is there to grab it. A quick kick to the half-forward line. Kernahan in front. Morris at the back. Richard Dennis from the side. A great mark. Gee, he's getting off the ground for his marks.
Been a great recovery, hasn't it, Brian?
Well, he had that serious knee operation. Now he'll kick from 55. Beautiful kick. Right up to the square, and the Flyers are there. Little Marcus Siri tried to snaffle it. That's Kane Taylor lying on top of it. And the umpire will bounce, and the Carlton supporters are peeling for a free kick.
Well, the Blues would love a goal here, and the Saints would hate them to get it. It would make their task all that much more difficult. Siri are behind. So Mark Siri has been busy. 14 kicks, 1 handball, and has kicked 1 goal, 1.
And just to show how worried they are, St Kilda, I think Muller, well, he has. Muller has been moved to full forward. They just need someone down there because Lowe's being well held by Silvani.
Frawley back into play, goes to the outer side. Madden edged out of it by Russell Morris, and will take the free kick. Bradley. Oh, he set sail from 55 metres. This is a long kick. Hanna at the back. Is it a mark?
I don't think the umpire had any idea who took that mark in that pack.
Well, they had a couple of...
I think he'll bounce it. But, or is he going to pay that?
Who's at the bottom? Cavendish.
Right. Oh, he's paying the mark. I reckon Frawley had a real good couple of hands on that.
Well, Cavendish has it. He's booted 2. And kicking inside the square, you can put it down as another goal to the Blues. That's 3 to Andrew Cavendish. And that is going to make it very difficult for St Kilda. 9-6 plays 3-10.
And Danny Frawley giving the umpire an almighty burst. And I really think that Frawley had as much of that ball as Cavendish did then. And really the umpire had no idea who took that mark. Still mouthing off Danny. I don't think he's a happy man.
$32 points the margin. Just over 17 minutes remaining. Madden wins it to Ratton. Still going in there, Ratton. Trying to get it out. Passes Sexton. Pekin ripped off the football. Harvey shows dash. Oh, he runs his full distance too and floats it up towards the half-forward line. Dean. Wilson tried to soccer off the ground. Trapped by Lowe, may lose this. No. It spills free. It gets shoveled out. Here's a chance now for McAdam from 35 metres out. Gilbert McAdam shoots towards goal and misses. Well, they've had their chances. They've blown it.
First quarter they had plenty of shots. Look at that, 3-11. So that's 14 shots to 15, and yet they trail by 31 points.
14 shots for just 3 goals.
Yeah, most of them have been very easy kicks. David Kernahan has a running player, and Kenny Sheldon won't like that. Meldon to get clear like that. Oh, he went for a little chip pass and put it over the line. I'm just looking to see if little Danny Craven's back on the ground yet. I don't think he is. He was really giving them some bite. I suppose they had to give Jimmy Cracker a run sometime. There's Ratton to the half-forward line. Too strong, Richard Dennis, a very good mark. Now he's immediately going to play on from 55 metres. Hannah at the back. Oh! Flyer, brilliant mark, Hannah. He was at the back. He had the leap. And Jimmy Cracker, as I talk, coming off the ground, and Danny Craven on. And I thought that was a bad move, taking Craven off.
Mil Hannah. Almost directly in front. This to make the margin 37 points, and they're coming home with the breeze. Oh, poor kick. He's missed. Poor kick. Instead,
well, they could have nailed St Kilda, couldn't it?
The margin is 32 points.
Well, they're not out of it. Just the only problem is they've had that much of the play, then getting it down to their forward line. There's just not one forward that's winning. Lowe's been well held. But Wilson's been held.
Credit to the Carlton defence.
The Carlton defence has been great all day.
Frawley. Beautiful kick. Almost to the centre of the ground. McAdam has it fisted away. It's taken by Arsiri with a high kick. Standing his ground was Kernahan. Couldn't take the mark. Could have been some holding on going on there, but Nathan Burke plays on. Goes towards the half-back flank. Tap over the top by McAdam. Goes straight to Edgar. A handball attempting to go back to himself, but he takes it over the line and will have another throw.
Gee, something about that, one thing about that Gilbert McAdam, he really chases and tackles and puts himself in, as well as we see Steve Kernahan to do the ruck work, beaten for it by Morris. Harvey's had a great quarter. Edgar lying on top of it, and the umpire will come in and bounce. McAdam in the foreground, Edgar picking him up. Carlton doing it well at the moment. Madden down to Coughlin. Back it comes to Coughlin. He's working very, very hard. O'Sullivan shuffles it forward. Goes in to get it again, Luke O'Sullivan. How will the umpire see that? Oh, that was tough. Holding the ball. Newport right out at half forward. Now they need someone to come out and take a mark. Over the back. Reynolds. Bradley. Oh, he can run 50 metres. A couple of bounces. Will he go again? Oh, he ran a long way. Oh, he ran about 30 metres without bouncing it. Up towards full forward. Richard Dennis, a snap now on the left foot. Dennis, bang, a goal.
Too good.
Great play by Bradley to take it down. There he is. 10-7 Carlton, 3-11 St Kilda.
But Pete, I'd dearly love to be able to have the opportunity of counting the number of steps that Craig took, because he had a couple of bounces and then away he went.
He definitely ran at least 25 metres without bouncing that ball.
Still, he got away with it, and the result was a goal to Richard Dennis. And that is going to make it very tough for St Kilda. Trailing by 38 points. 10-7 to 3-11. St Kilda hasn't scored a goal since the first quarter. From the centre, Coughlin couldn't take it out. Low. Goes wide to Burke. Swings back into half forward. Daniels from the side. Second grab. Plays on from the 50-metre mark. Pulls it round his body. Up towards the forward line. But again, Dean just too good. Alvin in the back pocket. Gets away from McAdam. Gets his kick. But it drops short. Taken by Harvey. He gets claimed. Not before he gives it to McAdam. He's got players calling for it. But a beautiful smother by Ratton. And he gets away. Great play by the Carlton youngster, who kicks wide to the wing. Cummings is there. But it beats him over the line, and another throw-in. I mentioned St Kilda haven't scored a goal since the first quarter. In fact, it was the 19-minute mark of the first quarter. So it's been a long time between drinks. They've got a chance to go into attack here through Coghlan. Couple of bounces. Frankie's away from the 45-metre line. Went too close to Silvani. Perfect smother. Great play, Edgar. Well done, Silvani. Now Arsieri. If they get a goal out of this, it's good night, Nurse. To the half-forward line. Want someone running past. There isn't anyone at the moment. Kernahan goes in. And the pack quick to develop. We'll find ourselves with another bounce.
Well,
there's been some inspirational individual performances.
Yes, but twice Frank Coghlan's tried to do too much. He should have kicked that ball well before Silvani got anywhere near him. And I know he's trying to lift the side. That's the only thing. He's having a real go.
Carlton have it at their 40-metre line. With the bounce. Or Cavidan decides to head straight for Hannah. He may try and sock off the ground. He's under plenty of pressure from Frawley, and he's going to hustle and bustle and keep going. Luke O'Sullivan is strong, but he got caught on that occasion. Kane Taylor goes back to Daniels. Jason Daniels kick up towards centre wing. McAdam and Edgar. Craven through without it. McAdam almost spoons it out to low, but they just haven't got the numbers there. Edgar does it with ease. Goes up towards centre wing. Sexton takes the mark.
Michael Sexton on the left foot. Oh, an ordinary looking kick to the half-forward line. Bradley, brilliantly done. Meldrum, Justin Madden, Fotia, danger here. Fotia to the forward pocket. Hannah. And Hannah has taken the mark, but on a difficult angle. Actually, Fotia could have really turned around, straightened up and gone straight into goal. So it will take a good kick from there. Hannah has kicked two. He's having a great battle down there with Frawley. It's never an easy game on Danny Frawley. Intelligent play to Bradley. And Bradley is marked on a better angle. Craig Bradley has kicked one. Now this kick will be from about 30 metres on around about a 45-degree angle. 13 kicks and 4 handballs. Always dangerous, Bradley. Very, very quick and skillful. Which is unusual for a South Australian, Sandy.
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
I did hesitate for about 2 seconds. Craig Bradley, brilliant sportsman, of course. There's the kick across the face, and that could be out in the full. No, a point. So, just looking a little bit proppy. 10-8. Plays 3-11 and St Kilda. Gee, they played an ordinary quarter with the breeze. As out it comes, and this is Sean Ralph Smith.
Is he off? The umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt. Tucked in the back pocket. Ralph Smith he goes very close to the man on the mark. Gets underneath it a little. Silvani from behind, but it's tapped down to Burke. Now, can they do something if they can get it down into this forward line, St Kilda? Burke's kick approaches the 50-metre line. Oh, Reynolds came steaming. Dean came steaming out. Ratton applies the tackle on Muller. This is where they've been falling down across half forward. Rice has it now. He can go short to low. Diving mark. Goes straight through him. Dean again. Got it out, but it went straight to Harvey. Oh, look at the tackle. And it's a free kick.
Oh, a bit lucky. What? A bit lucky.
I just
ducked his head there under. Oh.
Well, the crowd's certainly not too pleased about it, but Robert Harvey, the bottom line is, has the ball.
Well, all he did, he just grabbed it, then immediately just ducked his head straight down. Well, what could the player do?
Well, he's going to have a shot. He'll be kicking from just inside 50, but a reasonably tight angle. It's a fair-looking drop punt off the boot, just drifting across the face and hammered through defensively for one behind.
St Kilda have got a lot of players not getting a kick at the moment.
Well, since that 19-minute mark of the first quarter, St Kilda has added 7 behinds.
Ratton has worked very, very hard. Some very good smothers. Tommy Alvin, an ugly-looking hand pass, but it was effective. As it went to Sexton, here's Richard Dennis. Danger now as Fotia's got it. Is there a lead on? Yes. Hannah to the pocket. Beautiful pass, but he's dropped the mark. Ended up a difficult one. Now, Kane Taylor receives from Frawley. Then on to Newport. Newport wide to McAdam. He's been a very, very good player. Now they need someone to lead. Russell Morris. Now, fancy having to do that. Russell Morris has been easily their best player. He's beaten Stephen Kernahan, and they've had to move him down to the forward line. 15 kicks and 2 handballs at centre-half back is a top game. And the way he's playing today, he'll just about kick this, I think. This is one of the best games I've seen him play, Russell Morris. Normally a beautiful kick. He'll kick from about 52 metres. Well, a little bit wobbly. Oh, there's a mark, though, in that forward pocket. It's been taken by Wilson, and they need a goal here badly. And the hoots of the Carlton supporters, because he was involved in a couple of dust-ups. In fact, he had his number taken in the second quarter. Now, he might run out to the right here. Yes, there he goes. Bang. And he's missed. So that'll delight the Carlton fans. But I don't know about that kick to Russell Morris. It took half an hour to take his kick, and I reckon you're too long over the ball.
3:13. Plays 10-8. Meldrum. Caught by Daniels. But he gets it back again and does well. Puts it out in front of Luke O'Sullivan. Edging him out was Kane Taylor. Danny Craven at the bottom. Cry a ball goes up.
You could hear it right round the ground. Ball. And well, the supporters feel very hard done by if they don't play holding the ball, if they've just had one against their own team.
It's a bounce being the end result. Bradley. Hand pass on to Sexton, who lopes across half forward. Newport bounces up on top of him. He tries to sock it off the ground, then loses it to Dennis, who gets the hand pass away. Alvin now a chance if he can get clear. He does. Gets the hand pass back to Sexton. From 49 metres, he sets sail for home. Cameron at the back. Holds his head. Thought if only I'd marked it. One behind. 10-9, 69. 3:13, 31, just under 6.5 minutes remaining.
Well, here's McAdam, has it fisted away. Well done, Sean Welsh-Smith, but just couldn't get his boot to it. So Seary brought him down and has given away a free kick. Welsh-Smith straight on to Cummings. Oh, too good, Silvani, as he crashed his way through, and will be paid the marker. He actually had played on, I think. Well, he'd taken the mark and went on with it.
Steve.
Well, he had played on, there's no doubt about that. The umpire gave him the benefit. Silvani to the half-forward line. And the mark has been taken by Richard Dennis. Well, he's looking for someone to lead. Now he's going to kick it up high, hoping Cavidan from behind will be the flyer. No mark, but he's got it on the left foot, young Cavidan. Bang! It could be a goal. It is. And Andrew Cavidan has kicked 4 goals. And Carlton 11-9 plays St Kilda 3-13.
And that's been the difference between the two sides. Carlton have had the players up forward to do the job. Cavidan booted 4. Hannah has booted 2 and given away a couple. Whereas at the other end of the ground, it has been a very different story. 75 plays 31. Oh, look at Madden to Bradley. Perfect football. His pass is a little too high. Frawley guns his way out of defence. Floating it up towards the centre wing area where Robert Harvey takes the mark. He's got McAdam running. He uses the youngster. McAdam, a high kick in towards half forward. Low, got a hand to it, but that was all. So too did Madden. Spooned out to Fotia, and now out in front of Alvin, and the Blues away again. Up over the centre they go. Kick goes into no man's land. It's pushed wide. Bradley could be first to this. Chasing with him is Pekin. Oh, Pekin showed great desperation. Real desperation then. Gets up and gets his kick to Jason Daniels. He's on the wing. A floater now towards Rice. Clean bowls them all, and Craven's waiting at the back. Did a stint on the interchange bench. Now this should be a goal to McAdam. From 40 metres out, a drop punt. Dear.
Well, I said a couple of weeks ago, Sandy, up at Carrara, when I saw North play the Brisbane Bears, the one skill that has not improved over the years is kicking for goal. Week after week, to see these shots missed from 30 metres running into open goals, it's amazing. St Kilda's kicking today has been woeful. As we see Alvin to centre wing. Mind you, there are a lot of other skills that have improved, and that includes kicking on both sides of the body. Now, Stuart Lowe's taken this mark. Now, let's hope he has a shot. took a mark here earlier in the game and then played on foolishly when he should have had a shot. They need a couple of quick goals. He's kicked one from 50 metres. The drop punt, he's hooked it. And it's one behind. So look at that for the kicking is atrocious. 3-15 from 18 scoring shots. Carlton 11-9. And the worst part for the Saints is their forward line has not functioned, so they have needed to make the most of every opportunity. There's little Craven chasing after Meldrum. Meldrum to Ratton. Ratton to centre wing. Richard Dennis. He's a very strong overhead mark. He's got too many Saints to contend with here, though. Well done, Luke O'Sullivan, as he goes in after. And good play by Newport. Desperation play. And eventually the ball over the line.
The last 12 scoring shots for St Kilda, Peter, have all been behinds.
Well, Kenny Sheldon be tearing his hair out at the moment.
Madden and Kitchke shows the frustration of giving away the free kick. The advantage is going to be paid, and the Blues will pump themselves into attack again. Ratton's kick finds Hannah. Oh, and he's away. Gets away from Frawley. Frawley continues the chase. This is a contest. He's pushing him right into the pocket. He kicks in towards the full forward area.
He took Danny Frawley on, didn't he?
The St Kilda defence through Ralph Smith are equal to the challenge. Ralph Smith across to Harvey, and they're out of trouble.
Harvey's had a fantastic quarter. He has really tried to lift them. There's Kane Taylor onto this man McAdam. He's been a good player. This is where they fall down, and look again, it's happened. Wilson waiting, and the mark taken down there by David Kernahan. 12 kicks, 6 marks, 1 handball.
Well, they've got a couple of minutes to score goals, St Kilda, with the breeze. Then they're going to give it to Carlton for the last quarter. Kitchke in the middle of the ground. Oh, he's running a long way again. And he finds his mark. He finds Frank Coghlan. He gives it to McAdam, who's still outside 50. A little chip for Nathan Burke, and he'll have a shot now from some 45 metres. Luke O'Sullivan coming off the ground, Peter, for Carlton, and Ian Aitken coming back on. So Burke looking for his first goal. And St Kilda's first since the 19-minute mark of the first quarter. And he's kicked it. At last they've broken the drought. .4:15, plays 11-9. Burke has 1 goal.
Well, it took one of their backmen to come down the ground, and he received a lovely little pass then from McAdam. Has been a great player, Gilbert McAdam. Hardly played a bad game this year, and Burke kicked truly. Well, just over a minute of play left in this third quarter. They could do with another quick one. 4 3/4 time. They seem to be well out of it at the moment. Here's Silvani racing with Robert Harvey. 2 great young players there, Harvey and Silvani. Silvani lies on top of it. How will the umpire see that? Oh, it was deadly again. It's Robert Harvey. Geez, played well in this quarter. It's been pretty good all day, as a matter of fact. Harvey to the pocket. Oh, dangerous kick, but it's come off to Dean Rice, who's right out on the boundary line. Might have been better off heading for goal. 44 seconds of play left in this third quarter. Dean Rice has had 15 kicks. That's not bad. Their big men haven't fired up forward. It's a beautiful kick, Rice. He'll kick from about 56 metres. Brings it up in front of goal. Russell Morris, the flyer. Couldn't take the mark. And this is David Kernahan, has been on top of Brian Wilson. Kernahan hooks it back to half-back. And the mark has been taken by Elvin.
Tommy Elvin. With just 12 seconds of play remaining in this third quarter, goes to Kernahan. Tried to flick it back to Dennis, but he's lost it. Goes in towards half forward. Ratton still going, gives it away, but there's the hand passes. Our series set sail for goal, and the siren sounding at 3/4 time shows Carlton to come home with the breeze in a commanding position. Now 11-9, 75, leading St Kilda 4:15, 39. But St Kilda go into the last quarter not only with a massive job ahead of them, but they're after some respectability on the scoreboard. They've managed just 4 goals in 3 quarters of football. Carlton have the breeze, and St Kilda has the football from that centre bounce. It's going to be taken by Kitchke. Their problems have been up forward. They've had to move Russell Morris, who was a key player in defence, did a marvellous job. He's one of their best players. He is now down in the forward line. Arsiri and Bradley. Madden to half forward, looking for Hannah. At the back is Cavadan. Does well to get it away to Fotier. Another one to Aitken. Back to Kernahan. Now Dennis. 55 metres out. Pulls it round his body. Cavadan has it smashed away from him. Ralph Smith gets claim. Taylor initially got the hand pass out. It finishes with Harvey, who gets another one away. And St Kilda now have a chance through Daniels to run in towards the centre. They want goals and they want them fast. Coughlin's long kick goes down towards full forward. Morris was there in front, but he couldn't take the mark. The Carlton defence standing strong, led by Peter Dean. He gets it out to Bradley. Craig Bradley now ambles through the half-back line, then stabs up to the vacant wing position. He gains 50 metres, and the ball goes over the line.
Yes, that Carlton defence has been terrific today. Far too good. Dean, Aiken, not so much Aiken, but David Kernahan. Silvani has held it low. It's been a very, very strong defence. This man played a terrific third quarter for the Saints. Robert Harvey, the pass has found McAdam. He's been a great player again. McAdam to half forward. They need Lowe to take a mark. Over the back he comes, and the big hands go up, and he's taken it. No one in the square if he kicks it now, but he's going back now. There's that. He just put that mark on the ground, and then he's going to line up with that mark and run in a straight line to the mark. But sometimes they just concentrate a bit too much.
Well, they've kicked 4-15. You think St Kilda might give this away after this week?
I think they might. Particularly Russell Morris in the third quarter. It took about 5 minutes to have his kick. Stuart Lowe from directly in front, 40 metres, and look at that. Out to the right, and didn't make the distance until it was forced over the line. So that's another behind of the Saints. 4-16. Look at that for shocking kicking. And Carlton really haven't kicked a winning score, 11-9 so far. They'll better get beaten most games. That was Sexton. Ooh! He copped a hard one then, Michael Sexton. He is still lying on the ground. He copped it harder over the head. That's Robert Harvey to the half-forward line. Here's a chance for Wilson. He's got the loose ball into the open goal. Brian Wilson, bang, it's a goal. And young Sexton's still down.
And Wilson gives his sign of victory to the Carlton fans. But that's a worry for Carlton. 11-9 plays 5-16.
Well, that was a very heavy knock. Young Michael Sexton, look, he is groggy. And, oh, look at that, the legs buckling, a sure sign that a bit of concussion there, and that's bad luck. But that he took a very, very hard knock, and he had his eyes on the ball.
Centre bounce once again. Can that inspire St Kilda? Arsiri says no as he pumps Carlton down towards Cavadan territory. Frawley and Newport both at the back. Hannah may goal here. No, he can't. One behind. So Luke O'Sullivan is back on the ground as Carlton advanced to 11-10. St Kilda at 5-16. The margin is 30 points. Well, they're not out of it, but they've got a darn big job ahead of them. Better get back in it. Taylor goes in towards the centre. Morris caught behind on that occasion. Coughlin couldn't take it. Craven at the bottom, and the umpire comes in for a bounce, just as Gilbert McAdam was about to sprint away.
You know, they've had some good players, St Kilda. Like McAdam's been excellent, Morris, little Craven, Harvey, but they just haven't had the forwards to get the score on the board. There's Craven again getting into the pack, so he's run into all sorts of trouble then. Eventually it's Cummings with a quick kick to the half-forward line. Meldrum. Nathan Burke putting on. Well done, Nathan Burke. It set him, Coughlin up. Now he's still going on with it, Frank Coughlin. Good play. Now it's Brian Wilson. Tried to give it back to Coughlin. It's close to the boundary line. The Carlton supporters roaring for a free kick. Push in the back. And it's a St Kilda free kick. And that's courageous umpiring. I love seeing that. Well done, David Howlett, to give a free kick right in front of the Carlton Social Club. Tim Pekin He's gone for the short one. Will it come off? It does, because Stuart Lowe has marked. Now, where's Steve Silvani? I think he was taking the mark.
He was. And having a bit of a chat.
Now, let's have a look at this. You'll see him put the marker down. There it is. Now, he'll line up with that marker. Let's see if it helps him. It hasn't helped today. They've kicked 5-16. Kick one. He's got the pressure of the Carlton fans down there behind the goal, yelling at him. Stuart Lowe kicks. Oh, I'd give that a miss, that marker. What do you reckon, Sandy? He missed it by a mile.
Oh, dear. Well, it's just not their day. 5-17. Plays 11-10. But a couple of goals, and it could lift them. Silvani on the half-back flank. Kicks Carlton out of trouble with a long kick, almost down to the right half-forward flank. Luke O'Sullivan hustling and bustling. Now Newport gets a kick back towards the centre. Coghlan waiting down in front, couldn't take it. Bradley is there also, gets taken out of it. Tackling is still very good. Meldrum and Harvey go at it. McAdam threads his way through and gives it to Morris from 48 metres. Now he may be better from this sort of shot. He is. That's what they want. Can the Saints come back?
Well, this is better now. This is a contest now. 11-10 to 6-17. Brilliant play in the centre. Look, those St Kilda players in the centre, Sandy, are working really hard now. Robert Harvey and Craven and Coghlan and Stephen Newport, they're really getting into the packs and getting out. Gilbert McAdam, this man's played a great game. Russell Morris. Kitski. They need it down there again for a quick goal and put the pressure on Carlton, but they are working hard. There's Fotia against Harvey. Harvey has been great. Craven. Fotia's got 2 to beat. Oh, it could have been a free kick to Dominic Fotia. Being held, and the umpire has found it. Fotia from half forward. The last thing St Kilda want now is a goal to the Blues. Kernahan has been well held, and he was held all right then. He was grabbed by the jumper by Ian Muller. Steve Kernahan, a high one. Fawley comes from the back. Oh, good mark, Danny Fawley, a captain's mark. And that could be 50. He was legged. Yes, good umpiring. And this will take Danny for a look. He can't wait to get down to take the kick. And there may not be anyone in the mark in a moment. He's nearly run down from behind. Frawley to half forward, and Silvani, uncontested, takes the mark, then loses it. Brian Wilson tries to get in a hand pass. Silvani goes and gets it again. Kernahan receives from Melbourne, then gives it to Meldrum. Oh, the Saints had a chance then. It's all St Kilda though now. Harvey, brilliant. He is a good player. The short chip pass finds Wilson, and they don't like Brian Wilson, this Carlton crowd. And he's on the Carlton member side. Wilson, he's looking for the short one. Now he sets it up for someone to take a mark. Where's Stewie Lowe? There he is. Silvani couldn't take it. The ball on the ground is socket away. Here's a chance. Sean Ralph Smith on the left foot. A wobbly one to the pocket, and a good mark to David Kernahan.
Thought about playing on, and in fact is told to now. He did want to get on with the hand pass, and that's eventually what he does to Aitken. Carlton out of trouble. Edgar on the half-back flank. Sets sail towards the wing. Not a good kicker. I was trying to bring it in.
I tell you what, Carlton are not playing well at this time, Sandy.
Well, the Saints still have a chance. Another couple of quick goals. Silvani again tries to storm his way through. Ratton gives him backup support to Edgar. Muller can't take the mark. Harvey twists out of one, but then goes into another. Kernahan to Arsieri. Was he pulled off the ball? The umpire calls play on. Hanna goes through but can't take the football with him. Frawley gets it out the back door. Here's a chance for McAdam. He can't get clear of Alvin. Look at him. One-on-one struggle. And the umpire letting it go till eventually it is taken over the line.
Good umpiring, because McAdam battled his heart out and he didn't even have the ball. Whoa. A couple there. Wouldn't have hurt anyone, but just a bit of frustration. Great watching that fella McAdam play. He's a great player.
Cavidan won it. Kitchke drops what he should have taken. Bradley is with him, and Craig Bradley sees it over the line. .23 points the margin. 16 minutes plus remaining. Madden tackled high, but play on the call. Ratton out the back door. Gets his kick down towards full forward. Newport couldn't take the mark. With him there is Frawley. It's socket off the ground, down towards Daniels. Jason Daniels gets it back to Steve Newport. And a clever kick, just trying to gain a bit of ground. He gains probably 40 metres.
Well, Carlton lead by 23 points, but they're just hanging on at the moment. St Kilda have lifted their work rate and, well, they're looking pretty dangerous.
They want the next couple, don't they, the Saints?
They'd be right in it then.
It will bring the roof down here. It's going to come back, much to Peter's dismay.
Oh, a little lucky, that one.
And Ian Aitken will take it just forward of centre.
They've stopped a little bit, Carlton. They really need someone to lift them right now.
Pretty quiet day for Aitken. 6 kicks. Goes short and finds Peter Dean. So the defenders are down in the attacking zone. Peter Dean. Deep to half forward and a big pack of players. Kernahan. Oh, Stephen, you've done it. What a goal. That one may seal St Kilda's fate. 12-10 plays 6-17.
Very handy goal, a good goal to the captain of the Blues, Steve Kernahan. He's had a quiet day by his standards. He's kicked 2 goals though, and now that Russell Morris has been taken down the ground to centre half forward, it might be a real opening for Steve Kernahan. A very good goal under pressure. Kitski against Madden. Oh, they do it well out of the centre. Carlton. There's Ratton with a quick hand pass. McAdam again. Oh, brilliant play, McAdam. Ralph Smith. Oh, shuffles it back. There's McAdam. He's everywhere. So is this man, Robert Harvey. Harvey on the left. Bringing it to the half-forward line. Dean, a good solid marking. He's a good defender, Peter Dean. Now he's gone short. Fodia. Fodia to the half-forward line. Muller in front. Kernahan taps it over the back to his mate Bradley. This is Craig Bradley. Back to Richard Dennis, who's taken a couple of great marks today. The short chip pass is to Tommy Elvin. Now Elvin will kick from 50 metres. Well, immediately gets on with it and brings it up to his forwards. And almost a mark taken down there by Cummings. The quick kick goes straight to Aiken. Aiken short. Hannah. And Danny Foley had no chance of stopping that pass, and Hannah will have a shot from 45 metres. It's been a great battle. He's kicked 2, Hannah. In fact, there was a highlight in the 3rd quarter when he ran right round from the half-forward flank with Danny Foley about a metre behind him, and Hannah just bounced the ball, and Danny couldn't make any ground.
But he didn't give up.
He didn't give up, and then eventually Hannah kicked it straight to a St Kilda player in the goal square. Milan Hannah, kick from 50. Normally a great kick. Oh, this is close. It's a long kick, but it hit the post. So are behind. So they breathe again, the Saints. As the scoreboard shows, Carlton 12-11, St Kilda 6-17.
5 goals the difference. Cummings brings it back into play. Cavidan comes over the top. Ratton is there also. Still going Ratton. Shoots towards goal and misses.
Robert Harvey's on the ground. He was hurt. 9 times out of 10, I reckon that would have been paid a mark to Robert Harvey then.
12-12, plays 6-17. He's holding his head.
Because he actually had it, and then it was punched out of his hands.
Well, more often than not, they are paid, aren't they? Could find himself with a headache in the morning. Ralph Smith. A proppy hand pass. Makes it difficult for Newport, but he does get his kick away. Madden had the arms outstretched but couldn't complete the mark. We'll find ourselves with a bounce on centre wing. Well, the gates were shut here at Princes Park early in the 2nd quarter. The house full sign went up. But really, I don't think they've witnessed the game they were expecting. It's a funny old thing. Bradley, Fotia, Alvin, McAdam over the top of him. Alvin working hard, and he did get rid of it. McAdam throws it out in front, but straight to Bradley. Oh. He got boot the ball straight over the line. That was his 17th kick for the day.
Half-forward flank area for the Blues are the big arms of Madden. Gee, they're handy when you get to the last quarter and all the players are tired. Almost a throw. Grabbed by Bradley. Danger here. He's given it to Aiken. Aiken to the pocket. Caviton at the back. Now he comes in front. Dennis can't pick it up. Sean Ralph-Smith almost went back into trouble. Stephen Newport gets it to Muller. Ian Muller, a former Carlton player himself. Russell Morris has it fisted down the ground. Bradley tackle, gets his boot. The ball, then it's socket off the ground by Frawley. Straight to Elvin.
Oops.
Back to Hannah. Hannah caught. He sockers it off the ground. Ooh, an indiscriminate kick. Ian Aiken to Ratton. To Elvin. Elvin kicks. Dennis. Good, strong mark. Sean Ralph-Smith caught out of position then, and he attempted the punch but couldn't get his hand on it. Richard Dennis, very strong overhead, and he will kick from about 12 metres on a slight angle. He's kicked one today, Richard Dennis. He stabs at this one. Oh, I think he might have put it out in the fall. No, 1 point. 12-13 to 6-17. I think this has been a very, very disappointing game.
10.5 minutes remaining.
I don't think Carlton have been overly impressive, really. Just at St Kilda.
Well, normally 12-13 would not be a winning score, would it, in conditions that we've experienced today. Kick out lands with Edgar, but only momentarily. It's taken by Coghlan down towards centre wing. Clean bowls a couple. Peter Dean. Edgar hustled over the line. And a throw in to take place. Just forward of centre wing. Madden and Kitchke to do the work. McAdam at the back. Or he's like lightning. Gets it out to Danny Craven. Can run all the way just about. Now he sets sail for home. Into the square he goes. Over the top. Wilson's at the back. He's claimed by Silvani. Close to the boundary line. Burke can't get a kick away. Silvani comes through and he takes the ball with him. And again he gets the Blues out of trouble. Inspirational stuff from Stephen Silvani. Kicks down towards the centre of the ground. Harvey overruns it, but he gets a nice bounce. Keeps going. Gets the handball back towards Danny Frawley. Frawley will come in towards the centre. Hooking it round his body. Over the head of Aitken it goes. Wilson come a long way out. Took the ball and tried to get the hand pass away. Morris attempting to get it on towards Ralph Smith. With him there is David Kernahan. And we'll find ourselves with a throw-in. Under 10 minutes remaining, and Carlton holding firm. The throw-in is not a good one for Madden or Kitchke. Morris gets a hurried snap in towards Lowe. It's not the way he wanted to celebrate his 100th game, Pete, I wouldn't think.
No, he's tried hard, he always does, but Steve Silvani's a very difficult player to play on, a good spoiler, and Stuart Lowe, well, he would have taken about 7 marks today, I think, which is not his normal quota.
Pekin at the bottom. Madden tries to throw him out the way and then asks the question. He's ignored.
He actually has taken 7 marks, Stuart Lowe, Sandy.
Well, that's the least number of marks he would have taken for a long time in a game. But over 220 last year. Averaging well over 10. Wilson with dash. Gives it to Lowe, who goals. Oh, it was touched. Stewie Lowe cannot believe it. Hands on hips. Oh, he's not my day.
Great performance by Silvani. Yeah. Sheer desperation. But he was too slow kicking it, Stuart. Lowe, as he grabbed, he should have just bang. But
6-18. 24 scoring shots for 6 goals.
Well,
and Carlton only had 25, yet they lead by 31 points.
The Saints will have to work this week on that, putting that mark on the ground, Sandy, and lining up with it, I think.
They won't get you down there.
What to play? The ball at half forward with Ralph Smith. Now it's Kitchke, Coghlan, Harvey. Gee, those two have worked hard. And he goes again, Robert Harvey. Oh, well played, Bradley. Very, very clever play, Bradley. Craig Bradley. to the half-forward line. Muller, punches it to the line. Was that deliberate? No, the umpire gave him the benefit, and fair enough. What else could he do? Kernahan versus Muller. Muller gets it to ground. Tim Pekin, McAdam. Gilbert McAdam, the short chip. And Damien Kitschke went in slow motion after that ball. Not a desperate effort to keep it in play. Then again, how long is there to go? Just over 7 minutes in this game. Carlton have it well in hand. Ratton, Asiri, too long, and that's holding the ball. Kick to go to Pekin. Tim Pekin, been a terrific player for the Saints since coming across from Fitzroy. I think you get a game with Fitzroy now. There's a hand pass on to Craven from Morris. Craven has an open goal. Oh, should have kept going on the right foot. Now he goes back on the left. Can he hook it in? I think he's put it through for goal. He has. So little Denny Craven has kicked his first. The Saints move on to 7-18, trailing Carlton 12-13. Well, he had two options there, to kick a goal on the right foot or to come back into the play. He took the second option. Could have got himself into trouble, but he had a spell in the third quarter on the bench and Jimmy Cracker came on. Jimmy couldn't get into it. And I thought he probably shouldn't have gone off. 12-13 to 7-18. Let's see if they can get another goal towards the end of this game.
Well, it's a St Kilda free kick. And it's going to go the way of Tim Pekin. Gives it off to Kane Taylor. Floating kick high up towards the half-forward line. And waiting at the back is Tim Reynolds. Stabs wide. He's got Dennis out there. Today showed glimpses of his best form. 12 kicks and 8 marks for Dennis. As he goes down towards the right half-forward flank. Milhana just waited at the back. Has one bounce, then a clever kick to Fotier. Can't quite get there on the half volley. Recovers, goes with the left foot and pops through behind. (12-14) by 7-18. A little over 5 minutes remaining. Kernahan got a decent old shove in the back, but is ignored by the umpire. Craven onto McAdam. Goes inside to Harvey. It's been a workhorse all day and a very good one. Jason Daniels now on centre wing. Oh, fine smother by Ian Aitken. Opens the door now for Alvin. Goes wide to Ratton. Can't pick it up and pushes towards the line. Unfortunately for him, it goes over. Great work by Aitken.
He's a good find, isn't he, Brett Ratton?
14 kicks for the day.
14 handballs.
From the throw-in, Ratton looking for another possession, couldn't get it. Pekin, a short kick. Harvey takes the ball over the line. Throw-in again. Our series kick drops short to Kane Taylor from 60 metres. Goes looking for Stuart Lowe. It's fisted well away from him. Lowe follows play down, and then the bouncing ball hits him in the face. He goes to ground and is not well.
I wonder if the point of it caught him in the eye, or he immediately went to ground, didn't he?
Yep. Seemed to ricochet off his face somewhere. But he's up now. Carlton free kick to be taken by Madden. Justin Madden on half-back. No sting at all in this game now. It's been one of those games where perhaps really there never has been a lot.
No.
Fotier's kick finds Dennis, and I would imagine Carlton hierarchy would be very, very pleased with his form. Richard Dennis swings it up towards Cavidan, who's been an adequate replacement today for Dorotage. Muller. Kane Taylor. You're off, Kane, I think. He's desperately keen to go. Gives it to Ralph Smith. And Sean Ralph Smith goes wide to the wing. McAdam.
He's been good, hasn't he?
Frawley. Had to stand his ground, but he did it well. Goes back to Daniels again. Up towards full forward. Tallest man there is Jay Madden.
And Brian Wilson tried to knock it out of his hands and couldn't reach.
With a pogo stick.
Sexton. It was Sexton, or Edgar, I should say, got it out towards his teammate in Melbourne, and they go for it again. Carlton. This is Bradley. Bradley steadying, setting it up for Cavidan at the back. Couldn't take the mark. O'Sullivan read it well and hooks it round and hits the post. So they've battled away St Kilda to get it up their forward line and score, but Carlton, when they take it down there, have looked far more damaging. 12-15. The point's starting to even up now. Kernahan taps it down. Fotia. Oh, beautiful pass. And he has found Cavidan. If he looked into the square, O'Sullivan was on his own, but he turned his back. Cavidan has kicked 4 and will kick for his 5th. Tidy looking footballer. He's a little bit of potential. If something happens to Justin Madden, as you see Dean and Morris having a pushing and shoving match as Morris has dragged the ground and been told to get out of the way by the umpire. Something happened to Justin Madden, he could easily take over that ruck berth too. Cavidan. Funny, he held that in a strange way and didn't look like scoring that goal, Andrew Cavidan, but he has kicked 4. 12-16 to 7-18.
Margin of 28 points. They've kicked out of their last 8 scoring shots at goal, 1 goal 7, Carlton. So it's their turn to be off target. Cavidan again. Morris and Dean behind play, still having a little how do you do as Dennis takes a screamer. So Richard Dennis kicked a goal in the 3rd quarter, coming up for his 15th kick.
10 marks, Sandy, and some of those have been terrific.
And rippers, hasn't it?
High marks.
From 30 metres, the drop punt. And here endeth the lesson for St Kilda. Dennis gets his 2nd. And Carlton moved to 13-16. St Kilda are 7-18.
Yeah, beautiful mark by Richard Dennis. He's been dangerous all day, and as I said, he's had that serious knee operation, and he's got that spring back in his legs, and he's really got off the ground today for some spectacular marks. Yeah, there's something wrong with the ball. It might have gone flat by the look of it. And it's been replaced. I think it's the highlight of the day, Sandy. It's been a bit of a lacklustre game in some ways.
Yes, I think this huge crowd was expecting a little more. 34 points the margin. Only a minute remaining. Kitchke flicks it over the back to Rice. Dean Rice escapes out of the middle and goes with the left foot up towards the half-forward line. Dean over the top with an effective spoil. Kernahan loses it. Back to Meldrum. Fotia stands his ground. And the Blues finish up with the football. Everything going right for them now. Kernahan. Over the line.
And Brian Wilson's the bad boy up there in that forward pocket of the Carlton fans.
Yes, he had his day out against his old club Melbourne. Kicked 6 on that day, but not quite as successful today. Henna spoons it out, but goes straight to McAdam, almost throws it towards Daniels. Back to McAdam again. Oh, he's got hands like lightning. Over the centre it goes, only as far as Edgar, who pumps Carlton back towards half forward. Hanna and Frawley both there. Frawley, the Saints skipper, is first to recover. Does well. Floats it to half forward, but there's the siren. Big victory for Carlton, who never really looked in any major trouble. The final scoreline here at Princes Park showing Carlton 13-16, 94, defeating St Kilda 7-18-60.